The Vince McMahon sexual misconduct merry-go-round just keeps spinning and spinning. Yesterday, we heard reports from Vice that John Laurenitis is now claiming that he is a victim in this entire situation. He is innocent, but he is a victim, which essentially is corroborating everything that was in the report from the lawsuit that was filed by Janelle Grant last week. And now we come to find out today from Wall Street Journal that federal prosecutors are now investigating Vince McMahon on sex trafficking allegations. They have been interviewing a number of different women that have accused Vince McMahon of these sexual misconducts. The feds are involved now, so now we are talking criminal charges. The lawsuit last week that was filed in Connecticut, that is civil. That is a civil lawsuit. That is not criminal. But now that the federal government, the feds are involved in this, now we are going down the road of possible criminal action here. And if this happens, regardless of what happens with the lawsuit, if this gets pushed through, there's no longer worry about the discovery in the lawsuit. And if that ends up going to trial, this is going to push for truth to come out. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, now, wait a second, what about the whole, Jeffrey Epstein and all these other things that, the feds get involved and nothing really ends up happening? It's possible. It's possible. But realistically, this is really opening the door to a lot more coming out and a lot more stories and more of the truth. And some of those hidden names that were in that lawsuit, some of those names could end up coming out. So it is not just going to be Vince McMahon. It's not just going to be John Laurenitis. There are going to be more names that are going to come out. And we're going to see, like the old saying goes, we're going to see the rats leaving the ship. And they're going to fend for themselves. Who else is going to turn? Who else is going to flip on Vince McMahon? This, you can't write this as a storyline. You think about the biggest betrayals in wrestling history. Shawn Michaels super kicking and throwing Marty Jannetty through the window. Matt Hardy turning on his brother Jeff Hardy. The Freebirds turning on Kerry Von Erich. Yeah, John Laurenitis is obviously turning on Vince McMahon, and now we've got the federal prosecutors involved in this. This story just keeps getting deeper and darker and crazier. Just when you think you've heard it all, well, I said this last week, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There is more to come. Don't be surprised. It may not be today, but don't be surprised if in the next week or two we start hearing, maybe even quietly, of different names, other names leaving TKO, the WWE. As part of this, Ari Emanuel, he's already got the shop vac out and is going to start getting rid of people. Kudos to Wall Street Journal. They have done an amazing job on this. Ever since all of this stuff broke a year and a half ago, they've been at the lead front of all this. A serious news organization like the Wall Street Journal, they've been at the forefront of all of this.